It's easy in the sandbox, what you got to say? Tell us what you're thinking about, what's going on today. It's only entertainment, so shawty, don't worry. Radio fuel, cover an issue. Yeah, I might make you cry when it goes to tissue. Gonna miss you for hours, we got a couple hours. I'm in my people, and know we got power. Our legends that got trying to get signed on.
Mama.
What?
Mama.
What?
Meli P's playground is on.
Yo, what up, world? It's your girl D. What's with all of us here at Meli P's Playground, y'all. I do apologize. The thing came up and I was just so ecstatic, okay? Because the best thing you can give anybody is knowledge, okay? Because you can't take it away. You can only give it, okay? But hello, my playground. This is such a blessing to be in a building on this Freaky Friyaaaa. Do y'all know what today is? If you don't know, let me remind you. It is Friday the 13th, okay? Let's get in our... And it's raining, too. It's raining, so it's like the perfect Friday the 13th to cuddle up with your significant other or yourself, teddy bears, whatever you want to cuddle up with kids, because they always a +2 when you're feeling lonely, okay? And watch some Jason movies, okay? Friday the 13th. But I know y'all might be asking, who is she sitting there with? Who is this lovely lady in this white and gold she's in here with? Well, she's so fabulous. I'm going to let her introduce herself. All right. And I don't want to get her name wrong either because it's spelled one way but pronounced another. Go ahead. Your mic is on.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cherie Simmons, the author of the book Underneath the Hat, and also the co-writer, director, producer of the upcoming stage play Underneath the Hat, which is based on the book. And I'm glad to be here.
Yes. I am so happy for you to be here because, baby, I got a plethora of questions, okay? Because I myself is a self-proclaimed writer, okay? Period. Clock it. Self-proclaimed. So I know that I can pick her head. So we want to shout out to the loop. Hey, y'all. Are y'all in the loop or aren't y'all? Answer the question. I don't know. But yes, y'all, I'm excited to be in the building with Miss Cherie. I said it right? Cherie. Mm-hmm. I'm so grateful to be in the building with Miss Cherie. We definitely got tons of fun today, you guys. Definitely that field topic. Now, it's a little off-putting, okay? Mm-hmm. It's a little off-putting because it's Freaky Friday. It's Friday the 13th. So what did y'all expect the playground to do, all right? So today's field topic is, which do you think you have a better chance at surviving, an alien attack or a large insect attack, okay? Chat me in today. I posted the question on my Facebook page, I think on Wednesday. So if you guys haven't seen it, just kind of scroll a little bit and you'll see the question posted. We will read your questions on the air. All right. But right now, we're going to give Miss Cherie. You ready to get your interview going?
Absolutely.
Okay, we ready. We are ready. All right. So when did you start? Like, where did you start or felt like writing was your thing?
But when I was a little girl, I used to write plays.
Okay.
So
how little though?
10 years old.
Oh,
I would get my notebook paper and write about different things in the neighborhood. And then I started being in plays at church.
Okay.
And then from there, I wrote this book because of the things that happened in the book is based on my life as a former first lady of a church.
Girl.
Yes. And so all the stuff that I was going through that's in the book, one of my former coworkers was saying, you need to write a book. Like, it's
this is juicy.
Yes.
This is juicy. And y'all, look, hold on. Wait a minute. Not that she just come talk about her play and promote her play. Yo, I got the book. Okay. Mm-hmm. I got the book. Period. I got the book, baby. I am going to indulge in this. The first lady of the church. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby, you gotta spill a little tea. Okay. So first lady of the church. This is based off your real life story. So is it all true life in a little bit of embellishment?
Everything in the book is true.
Okay.
But in the play, there were some things.
Okay, that you had
other co-writers, so they brought their own experiences as well to the play. But I would say about 85% of what's in the play comes directly from the book.
Okay, so you have 3 other writers. So I know our CEO of the Loop, Tish Cat, was one of those writers. Yep. How was that working with Miss Tish Cat?
I've learned so much from her and Gregory Bonner and Gamero Grisby. They're all graduates from Illinois Media School.
Yay! Shout out to
And
the media.
I have had so many open door opportunities and things that I've learned from them of things that happen behind the scenes, because that's not my niche.
That part.
And so I've learned to surround myself with people who are experts in their field, and being able to work with those three have really helped to make sure that this book turns into a stage play and actually comes to life.
You know what? I totally agree with that, with the different individuals bringing something different too, because this was your baby.
Yep.
And you opened up your baby to other individuals to say, hey, let's tweak this. Hey, let's tweak that. What type of mindset do you think you would have to be able to work in that type of dynamic?
I think I get a lot of that mindset from being an administrator. So I'll be celebrating 20 years with Chicago Public Schools.
Shout out.
And so I've been a teacher. I've been an assistant principal. So I know how to go about allowing people to live in their truth and then realize I don't know everything.
Okay. Yeah. Facts.
And so being able to hear from other people's perspective, you end up learning things as well.
Okay.
And so just having a mindset of you always being a learner, that you never stop learning, has been a way that I've been able to open myself up and allow for them to bring their life stories in the mix along with what I had written in the book.
Okay. So with your walk as being a director, an author, was there a time in your life that you felt like you was going to give it up and turn away, like this just not working for me? Or have you always been on a set path, regardless of whatever trials and tribulations came your way, you kept going forward?
Normally I am a self-starter. I'm very self-determined. I don't need a lot of people telling me, okay, you can do it. When I set my mind to something, I do it. But this writing thing was not in my plans at all.
Okay.
And so to see where God has allowed for it to go from this book to now this stage play, and we've been talking about a movie. And so just the direction and the path that is going and being able to help people through telling my story. I always say that my testimony is another person's breakthrough.
It really is.
And so being able to share that with different audiences has been great.
Wait, I'm gonna make sure this music bread don't interrupt this beautiful combo we having. So like, oh my God, how long did it take you? Okay, how long did it actually take you to write the book? Because I'm gonna share some truth about myself, because I'm an open book too, I'm an open book too, but I don't want to embarrass myself either. But in order to get advice, you got to put yourself out there. So skip being embarrassed. Y'all take that some advice today. Stop trying to be so perfect and not ask the questions or where you fondled or messed up because you're too scared to be embarrassed. You should be more embarrassed of not getting to them goals and dreams.
Exactly.
You should be embarrassed because you're too embarrassed to ask the question, you know? So how long did it take you to write Underneath the Hat?
Is
this your first one? This
is my first book.
Okay.
I did another book called Is That Size for a Reason, where I talked about my journey through infertility. And so that book took me about a year, but it's set for like 6 years because I was afraid to put it out.
Okay, now you're making me feel better.
So it set about 6 years before I actually put it out because I was afraid of what people might say and how would they react, because
you were first, and then it's a lot of things that's in here that a lot of your congregation didn't know about.
Absolutely.
So I can understand that backlash. Did you get any of that backlash?
Actually,
did they get messy with you?
No, I have not gotten any backlash. It reminds me of the movie The Help.
Oh yeah,
when they wrote the book and everybody was hush hush because they didn't want it to know that it was them. So I've been feeling a lot of that, to where people don't want to say anything because they don't want people to know that it may be them.
Okay.
Because it's based on the characters Amanda, Jane, and Campbell, but it's ultimately based on my life.
So whoever reads this go know who they are in this book. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Did your family have was your family a great support in this? Like, who were your biggest supporters when you were like, okay, I'm about to write this book? Because I know the book came first, then you had the idea to turn it into a play and now a movie. But was your family backing you, your husband, so on?
The family I was real hush hush because of the dynamic of my former relationship. So what happens in the house stays in the house.
Okay.
And so there were only like 2 or 3 people that knew. One was my best friend Baker. The other one was Miss McNeil, who actually encouraged me to write the book.
Right.
And so once I started getting the book out, just people who weren't a part of my family were some of my biggest supporters.
Okay.
Because even in the
Love
book,
you like that.
they didn't even know that I was going through had been separated.
Okay.
Because I was keeping everything a secret. And so once they realized what was going on, you know, people will say they'll support you, but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And you get your biggest support from strangers.
It's true. Sometimes you have to leave your city to go to another city to get the love that you should get from your city. I totally agree. Because a prophet isn't welcome in their own home. I know you know that.
Yes. Absolutely. So I definitely got support from those that chose me to be a part of their village versus the village that I was born into.
Okay. And I totally agree with you. Spot on. I love my family. Lord knows I do. But you tell them an idea and it's like, well, how that's gonna happen? How you gonna make this happen? And then all that doubt, because now they're asking you these questions which you don't have answers to.
Right.
Okay, because God say have faith by sight. You know, have faith and not walk by faith and not by sight. So when you walk by faith and not by sight, you don't know how you're going to make these things happen, which puzzle pieces, which people are going to come. You know, you have a dream, you have a vision, you know, God gave it to you and I'm gonna walk with it.
Exactly.
So then here come your family members come and ask you all these questions, making you nervous. And I feel like that lets that spirit of doubt creep in.
If you let it.
Now, it's not to say it won't tempt you, because we all are tempted, but we don't have to accept.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I totally agree with you with that, because I have so many dreams and goals, and it's like just now my family is realizing and seeing like, oh, Yanni really is a business. Well, Yanni, you know, I'm sorry, D was Yanni, my family nickname. Please don't nobody call me. But yes, I totally agree with that. So okay. How long were you in this marriage? Because I don't want to give too much, because I know it's all in the book, but I'm just nosy. Yeah. How long were you in this marriage? How long were you a first lady? He was a pastor when you met him, or did he go?
Preacher.
He was a preacher when you met him. Okay.
I met him in high school. And so from 16 to 32, we were together. So 16 years, we were married for 9.
Okay.
And so I was first lady for 3 or 4 years. And so when we ended up separating and divorce, he was the pastor of the church. Okay.
So was it what were the highlights of being a first lady? Let's talk about it. What were the highlights of being the first? I know where the downfalls come in, because I was a minister in the church. So baby,
you know that.
I know. But what were the highlights, speaking to a first lady?
The highlights, and I can understand why some women will deal with things and tolerate things, because it's like you're a celebrity.
Yes.
You're a neighborhood celebrity.
Yeah.
And you can enter into a room. Everybody knows your name. You get special seating. You get special parking. You get to sit at the front of the table. And so I can understand why people love the things that come with it. People knowing who you are and you being seen as this celebrity. So that was definitely one of the great things about it. But I'm an introvert. So I'm okay being in a corner by myself, not really talking to a lot of people.
You like to be your watcher. You like to watch it.
I'm very observant. Yes. And I'm taking notes on things. And so I wasn't outgoing. He was. And so it was a good balance. But I'm more of a behind the scenes type person. And then I can do what it is that I need to do, but I don't need to be in front. And so I would say that was one of the downfalls for me of being the first lady, was always having to be on, always having to be out front.
Yes. Have this changed your outlook on church at all, or even the pastors behind the pulpits? Has that changed your outlook, so to speak? Because you were right there, front and center, right hand man type, you know. So do that change your outlook a tad bit?
It did not change mine, because I grew up in the church.
Okay.
So from the age of 10, I went to Congregational Church of Park Manor on Serenity King Drive. And then from there, I was with him at various churches. So I've been from the usher board all the way to a first lady.
Okay.
And so it helped me to realize and understand how people operate. I learned so much from him about niggerology, as he used to call it. How to deal with people. And so I learned how they move, how they operate, what they say, what they really mean. And so it didn't really change my perspective because it did help me this whole process to be closer to God.
That part.
Because
Yes,
I
absolutely.
can admit that in my naivete of being with him, I worshiped him more than I did Jesus. And so God had to remove me from that situation in order for me to get closer to him.
Because you know he jealous.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, he real jealous.
Yep.
Okay.
So I ended up being closer to him instead of running from him while in the midst of all these things that were happening.
Okay. Okay. Well, y'all, we're going to get back into the swing of things. The reason for the season, and that's these artists. All right. We definitely going to get into some Glorilla Rain Down on Me because I'm feeling the spirit up in her. Okay. And we listening to Underneath the Hat. So we going to get some Jesus going around this room real quick, you guys. But definitely stay tuned. There are more in store for you and Miss Simmons. Okay. Because I got more questions because I need to know how to pup because I got a few chapters. I've been working on my book a little bit longer than 6 years though. But she's gonna give me the motivation to say, "Hey, Dion," but I'm gonna get that motivation a little later. So we're gonna get into this Rain Down on Me with Glorilla and Kurt Franklin right here on my radio Chicago. It's more than radio. Let's get into it.
Listen, brothers and sisters, listen, I need to know. Is there anyone out there that knows you can never pay God back? Like how good he's been to you. My brothers and sisters, that's a blessing. Hallelujah. Yes, sir. Gloria. Hallelujah.
Feeling like I'm God's favorite, and this stuff is feeling ever. Bring down on me, Father God. I won't use an umbrella. Forget the ones who play with me. Apparently, they don't know no better. At times, I don't know who to trust. I randomly rebuke the devil. It's hard to talk about my blessings. They be saying I'm acting cocky. Always am forever home. They just don't want to see me copy. Fat feet and I'm praising you with every inch of my body. So I pray you watch my back along with those who say they get it. Watch over my family, Lord, and watch over all of my partners. Even though he hate me, Lord, watch over my baby father. Watch over my haters, they the ones that make me go the hardest. I just want us all to win. I just want us all to prosper. Thank you, Lord. You didn't have to do it, but you did. That's why I thank you, Lord. It could have been worse than what it was, so I'm grateful, Lord. I know I'm a tough one, but you patient, Lord. So I thank you, Lord. Jesus' name.
Lord, I'm here for every one of your blessings. Yes, sir. Rain down on me. Oh, I wish I could get a witness in here. Ooh, yeah. You don't give up on me.
I know I'm a sinner, Lord, and I know I might sin again. So thank you for not giving up and still giving me the strength to win. Protect me from the evil that I can't see with my eyes. And if it's any blessing blockers around me, help me cut them ties.
I'm counting all what it has for me is mine. They can't take it away, I won't apologize. They can take all the shots, but they can't deny what he's doing in your life. It's just perfect time. I'm not gonna for no reason. Don't ignore it, let's just see that. No matter where you go, you can still grow. No matter where you go, you can still go. Yeah.
We need on our family, for my children. Would you be saved from all my enemies? They don't want to see. Oh, you're gonna fall. Blessings out on me.
Yo, that was perfect with Rain Down on Me. We about to take this LJ Mellow Sunrise right here on my radio Chicago. It's more than radio.
That don't disqualify you from getting a blessing. Hallelujah. Yeah. Said it feels so good.
Yeah, da 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 da. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why? You know I hate it when my shawty in a bad mood. But when it's August, they be kissing on my tattoos. When they first see me, women think that I'm a bad dude. Think that I'm playing or they wanna try to play you. Why you always think I'm thinking nasty? Wanna know what's on my mind and baby ask me. Say baby, why you always think I'm thinking nasty? You wanna know what's on my mind and baby ask me. I just wanna walk and vibe, enjoy the city and talk all night. We can get something to eat, take a trip down to the beach and together watch the sunrise. Like a baddie on her ground. What's your passion? What's your sign? Tell me everything I wanna know. Take her to my favorite spots. Now she liking me a lot when I tell her that she beautiful. Can we take it slow? Then I'll let you know what I'm feeling. If I feel it, girl, I won't lead you on. Just be real with me. There's no need to worry. Babe, I listen to your vision and support all your dreams. I'll be honest, I'ma tell you the truth. When I saw you walking, baby, you the baddest in the group. Long hair, brown skin, and rocking them Jimmy Choos. You the type of girl whose presence will change the vibe of a room. The type of girl whose presence will help you pick up your mood. Baby, I don't wanna pressure, I'm just applying that pressure. Other niggas couldn't measure. I hope you think it's impressive. I ain't trying to be aggressive, cause I don't wanna be rude. Girl, you're perfect. Even if you've been hurting, as humans, we need that love, but that love is not always certain. I care for you like it's surging. My heart been looking and searching for that one to hold me down, and I think that I found my purpose. If you rock it, I won't leave you forgotten. Had a chain around my heart, put the key and come and unlock it. Take a picture, perfect picture. Now time is forever stopping. You're the only one I'm choosing. You can never be an option. I just wanna walk and vibe, enjoy the city and talk all night. We can get something to eat, take a trip down to the beach, and together watch the sunrise. Like a baddie on her ground. What's your passion? What's your sign? Tell me everything I wanna know. Take her to my favorite spots. Now she liking me a lot when I tell her that she beautiful.
We about to get into this next with 59 with No You.
Hi, hello, it's your girl Nanette, and you are listening to Meli Peace Playground on My Radio Chicago.
Hey, yo.
Okay, see, bro.
Hey, Nanette, I hear you. But all that get to know you stuff, man. And I'm with all that. And just to let you know, I've been screaming all your shit. Winnie City Vibes, by me one, Ken Folks Entertainment. I know you been hurt, but I ain't nothing like them lanes. I wanna get money with you, let's get this change. Buy a big house, you in the Lex, I'm in the range. Play your cards right, your finger might get a ring. I wanna mold you, I wanna grow you. All I ask is trust in the world, I'll show you. First class trips, Gucci purses, diamond rings. Call your mama, tell her she don't have to work again. They call me T59, girl, I'm your biggest fan. Put you in dress code, Ken Folks, be the brand. Take my hand, walk with me, open up, talk to me, be yourself, be free, and I'ma give you what you need. Good loving all night, straight drop, hard pipe. Tell me all the things you love and the things you don't like. Love it when you get mad and catch a funky attitude. Signing off, yours truly, Mr. Get to Know You.
Now where you from and what you do? What is it in life that you most value? So peculiar that's attracting me. You stand out from the rest, so baby, let's see. Is this too good to be true? Something different, something special about you. Just how old you seem to be. Just let's go, let's go. ocean breeze. I got someone who match my flight. Don't have to question why. With you, don't have to try. Stomach filled with butterflies. With you, spend all my time. Morning text you send on by. Can't wait for you to be mine. Know you. It's just something about you. Do you wanna get to know me? From your actions, you already show me. So can I get to know you? 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 I wanna get to know you. What's your future plans? And do you like to dance, baby? Do you like to cook? And what's your favorite sport, baby? Do you like to travel? What you do in your pastime? What is your passion? What is the goal to get you there? Are you a man? Tell me what turns you on. Tell me what makes you tick. Tell me if you feeling me. Tell me that you got a bit. Tell me what you're looking for. Tell me what you wanna explore, baby. Tell me how you feel on the inside. Know you. It's just something about you. Your actions, you already show me. But can I get to know you? 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 Wanna get to know you, boy. Can I get to know? Can I get to know you, baby? Can I get to know? Get to know you. Wanna get to know you.
Hi, hello, it's your girl Nanette, and you are listening to Meli Peace Playground on My Radio Chicago.
Yo, where I am back with Cherie Simmons, the author of Underneath the Hat, you guys. All right. The author of Underneath the Hat. This story is about her real life as being a first lady of a church. She was the first lady for 3-4 years. Honey child, she got the tea, okay? And she's spilling little bits in here and there, tea, okay? I'm trying to get it piping hot, hunty, okay? Because reading is a lot. Do you have the audio version of this?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
So I recorded all of the chapters, and so I just need to upload everything to Amazon and all of the other platforms.
Yes, because you know a lot of us, a lot of folks. I ain't gonna put a color on it. A lot of folks don't like to read for real. Okay, so you know we got to get
and
that.
Life be lifing, and we be on the road, and so it's best to listen to it while you move.
You know, I get the okay. I don't know if this is weird, but I get the book. And I purchased the audio.
Oh, okay.
So I can follow along and highlight little, you know what I'm saying? Because a book, you got a book. I don't know. I like touching things.
Yes.
I like, because, you know, I'm born in the 80s.
Me
you
too.
know what I mean? Like born in the 80s. So, you know, we hands-on. We like to feel the paper of it. And I even be like, let me get my notepad. I'm so big into notepads. Like, I was like, is that weird of me? Well, y'all are now tuned in to Meli Please Playground, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3 p.m. And we have Miss Simmons in the building, and she's discussing her play. We're about to get more into it. But also, we just played those bangers, y'all. We played that Nanette with 59 Know You. We also played Sunrise by LJ Mello. And we put a little God up in here, okay? With that Rain Down on Me with Kurt Franklin and Glorilla. Now, Miss Cherie.
Cherie.
Okay. Miss Cherie had brought up a question in the midst of our music break. She said, how do I feel about Glow winning that gospel record? How do y'all feel? Chime in, because I'm curious. Now, I love me some Glow, and like I shared with Miss Sherry, that I don't think that it was her fault that she was even on the ballot. Right. So we really can't even look at Glow like, how y'all gonna do that? It's the people behind the scenes. Like, why would you put Glow on there just because she did one gospel track? Now, don't get me wrong. It was a banging gospel track. Now, I feel like maybe she should have run the award for the track, instead of gospel artist. Right. And I feel like that would have made people feel a little better, because it's some artists out here. Carthorne Shepherd, I think I'm saying her name wrong, but I love her. She said, I love God. No, that's not her. I can't think of it. But it's some artists out here that could have won that award. But a lot of gospel, let's be real, a lot of gospel artists don't go to the BET Awards. Right.
Like Bobby Jones was there, and I think mainly because he has an award named after him. But I'm a part of Chicago Mass Choir, and so we just got nominated for 2 Stella Awards.
Girl, you are busy.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I love it.
So that's been a topic of conversation of the quality and of traditional gospel now. And so I think a lot of people just feel that having her win the award as a rap artist kind of diminishes the sanctity of the award and also the sanctity of gospel music now.
Okay.
But I also can see the other side of, we so often want to bring God to other people and put him into other genres, but you can't do that always being traditional.
I agree.
Sometimes we have to meet people where they are.
I was seeing where you was going with this. I was seeing where I was kind of cringing at my thing, like, please don't say something. That's right.
You have to meet people where they are. And so God didn't stay in the church.
Girl,
he went out and
Jesus.
And so you have to be, and I know I was raised under the traditional church, so I know what the guidelines are of what we're supposed to do. We talked about relationship versus religion. Religion is a list of rules you have to follow, but if you don't have a relationship with God, then the rules don't matter.
It's just something you do consecutively, like religion. Exactly. It's something you do back to, you consecutively do it, and that's what it's turned into, and I don't like that. Right. Like it don't matter what I like, because who am I? I'm just a little drop a bucket, like, compared to God and all his people. But oh God, it's just crazy. I'm happy. Now her winning the award is just crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, but her giving glory to God and loving God in the midst of who she is, because I feel like people will be holy and sanctified even if they're not in church, even if they're not, you know what I'm saying, preaching God 24/7, like, I still think it's God. It's God there. Like, it's different images, different virgins, different relationships. So everything doesn't look the same. And even with favor, because favor isn't fair. It's not fair. So just because you could do something don't mean I can. But I do want to tap into something, because you said your second play you're writing is about the not being able to have children.
Yeah, that was my first book. It's that was for a reason. And so my journey through infertility. And so I was with the first marriage. I found out that I had blocked tubes, and we had been together for so long, but I've never been pregnant. And so I had to go to an IVF specialist. They were able to find a way in order for us to still conceive, but it wouldn't be the traditional way. But he wasn't going for it.
Yeah.
And so then I ended up having all of these surgeries, these myomectomies, because I had fibroids. And so I decided to write a book based on my journey through infertility and the things that I was able to learn through the process. So even though I didn't give birth biologically, God was still birthing things inside of me, like these books are babies. This play is a baby. Me having my mentoring program, Young Ladies at All Times, that's a baby. So even though people don't physically birth something, God gives us ideas and things that he wants us to bring into the world that can ultimately impact other people.
And I just agree with everything you're saying because I just feel the spirit on you. But I knew you were a godly, spirit-led, spirit-fed individual when I saw you sitting on the couch. Just so pretty, just patient. She was just so patient, pretty, just sitting there like, I'm sure. I said Sherry at first because her name spells Sherry. Yeah. But yeah, so with that, have you ever felt like, because a lot of times I'll roll into the church. Okay. I was shot when I was 14 years old. I was first they told me my diagnosis was a complete paraplegic. But I didn't believe it. I was in denial. I really was in denial because I believe there's different levels of denial. I feel like there's healthy and then there's unhealthy. Because God says speak those things that are not as though they were. So that is a sense of delusion. You know what I mean? But it's a powerful delusion, you know, a delusion that manifests. So with me, I feel like I manifested me being able to begin to feel and move. Now I do have the bullet still lodged in my back. But when I tell you I have a faith that surpasses all understanding when it comes to my father, girl, I didn't got up, I didn't did it all. You know what I mean? I didn't did it all. And people, I don't tell people these things because that's my relationship with me and my father. So I don't got to tell you how much I done did this and did that because I don't want to make it seem like God is a liar because he's not. But do you feel a way sometimes when you do bring up the not being able to what's the precise word?
Conceive, infertility.
That's what I want to use. With the infertility, when you spoke with your church family and friends, did they make you seem like, oh well, it's your faith? It's because I get that a lot. I've gotten that a lot. That's why that was one of the reasons that pushed me out the church, because I'm like, I'm not going to be a spectacle. You're not going to always put the light on me and turn this from God to getting this girl up and walking and healing. I've accepted my plight. I've accepted that, you know, God is the leader of my story. So whatever reason he sees fit for me to be in this position, because it wasn't anything I did or anything my parents may have done. It was because think about the lady with the issue with blood. 12 years. She went through 12 years until she touched the hem of that garment.
Or the boy who was blind.
Yes.
They came and said, what did you do as his parents? Why is he like this? And they said he can talk for himself. And so that's what has helped me to get through the thing, especially being married. First thing out their mouth after you get, when y'all get married, then when y'all having babies, when we trying,
right?
But that's not in the Lord's plans. And I can honestly say now, I thank the Lord for fibroids.
Okay.
Because if I had children,
because you would be in jail. I already know.
Exactly, because there is definitely a chapter there called Snap Crackle Pop.
I saw it.
I thank the Lord often that he did not allow for me to have children and bring children into that relationship. Sometimes his denial of things is a blessing, and we don't often see it as that. But when you look back and you reflect and you have that relationship with him where he can talk to you and tell you and reveal things to you, you realize that it just wasn't time for me to do that. And so I'm just glad that he allowed for me to be able to birth other things.
I agree, because all his delays are not denials. They're just delays, and people look at it as denials because whose will do you want to be doing, yours or his? And that's what has humbled me. Because it's like, okay, let me pipe down. Yeah, I may want this way, but I had explained to us in my door like this. I said, God is up.
Yes.
God sees all the moves, the streets, everything before we see it. We're on the ground, so we just seeing what's in our eyesight.
Showing your perspective.
Yeah, you know, in perspective, that thing right there.
Yep.
That's because, baby, I can view something a certain way, and then you see it and be like,
Yep.
Okay, snap, crackle, and pop.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Did you ever deal with the women? Did you ever have an altercation? Not just know about women maybe coming after your king and all that good stuff, but have you ever had an altercation about your man with another woman?
I can say I have not.
Okay.
But when I look back and reflect, and there's a lot of things in the book, and we make sure we put those very juicy things in the play, there were times where I know that God was shielding me and protecting me, because if I had known then what I found out later, like you said, I would be in jail.
Okay,
because these women out here are bold.
very much.
They were bold back then. They
Very
even
much.
more bold now. And so I have been entering a room after something happened between him and another woman. And everybody in the room knew but me.
Ooh.
And so that all comes out in the book, and we have some of those same elements inside the play. So nobody ever really did anything in front of me, but I would have just missed it coming into a room, or I had my blinders on because I was just so in love with this man that I missed a lot of things. But God was able to reveal those things to me, and he definitely did not leave me blind for long. And once I was able to remove those blinders and see him for the man that he was, after God removed me from the situation, then a lot of things God was able to reveal either through dreams or sending people to tell me different things that I had never seen before.
Okay.
Yep.
So were your family one of the ones that were telling you about your husband and you just refused to listen? It was okay.
Because when I met him, I was 16. And so I'm in love. Leave me alone. And so even the night before my wedding, I had a conversation with my mother. And she told me, depending on how you answer these questions, depends on if I show up tomorrow.
Did she show up?
She showed up.
Okay, good.
And so it was just people who, and you know, whenever you break up with somebody, then everybody's like, I ain't really like them, no way.
Come on
I
now.
saw all that stuff, but I was just gonna let you do what you do.
Right.
And so I got a lot of that. But there were some people who were like, no, there's something about them. But because I was in love, I didn't listen. And I ended up having to learn the hard way in some instances.
I really love how you can speak this. You know your book. You know this book because you can speak. Because it's like you're leaving me on cliffhangers. Like I'm like, okay, she gonna give a little bit. No, she ain't giving nothing. Not
Get your tickets to the play because it's all in there.
She not giving a drop of nothing. I'm trying to get it, baby, but I got it right here. That's all I got it right.
The wedding scene is in there. Some things happened at the wedding.
What?
There's a funeral scene in there where we know church funerals, especially black ones.
That part.
So there are some things in there. Just some revelations occur with all of the characters.
Okay.
To where Amanda Jane, the one who plays me, finds out things, and again, 85% of what happens in the play was in the book.
So you're not in the play at all?
Nope, not in the play.
Okay. You didn't want to be, or
I had to be our first go round when we did it at Theater 47 in February, because life was lifing, and we had a cast member who lost her mom during the production. So I had to step in for the first 2 shows. But I didn't want to, because I wanted to give other people an opportunity, and I wanted to step into the role of director. And so I like seeing it from behind the scenes instead of being on stage.
Okay.
And I just have to give a shout out to my cast and crew. You all are amazing. To have our rehearsals every Wednesday and to see the growth and the way they bring the story to life. And I've even been able to allow for them to improv and add certain things that add to the story. So I just want to give a shout out to the Underneath the Hat stage play cast and crew. You all, I appreciate you so much.
Amazing. Real quick, shout out to the chat. Bruce, you know you my favorite playgrounder, right? Because Bruce, you be in here with me. You said some songs don't just play in your ears. They replay moments you thought you had forgotten. Facts, Bruce. Yeah. Bruce also said, God doesn't need your perfection. He just needs your presence.
Yeah.
Clock it. Clock it, clock it, clock it. Shout out to 59, aka Jamal Crawford. I miss you. We ain't kicked it in a minute. We need to kick it. And Bruce also says, God watching your God watching your prayer for a toxic ex to come back. Child, I closed the door with holy glue. With holy glue. Why are you still knocking? Period. I didn't have to close the door on a few people. But you know, in life, I feel like it's all a learning lesson. It's like when you do find that individual that is just it for you, that God bless those relationships. Because it always seems like that first one just just not gonna make it all the way to the end. You know how many years, you know how many changes you're gonna go through from this moment to the last moment, because that's what happened with my first marriage. We grew apart.
Yeah.
You know, I was more set on this, he was more set on that, and it's like we couldn't coexist. So, oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
So, what would you have to say about anyone that's interested in pursuing their dreams in writing and directing and doing plays? Like, what would your advice be for that person?
My first bit of advice would be to do it scared.
You got to be scared.
You got to do it scared. Even when people around you are telling you, no, first off, let's stop listening to people that are not where you want to be.
Okay.
I'm going and just like we shouldn't listen to people who want to give relationship advice and don't have anybody.
That part.
I need you to stop listening to people that are not where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Find you someone who is doing what it is that you want to do.
Yeah.
And then watch what they do. We got YouTube, we got Instagram, you got TikTok, everybody telling their business and sharing all of their gifts and talents and hacks and tricks. Find you someone that is where you want to be and write down, mimic everything that you see them doing.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get away from taking advice from people who don't have a purpose and a vision.
You know, I believe a lot of people view that as biting, you know, biting. And it's like, to me, it's not biting, it's called inspiring.
Yes.
You're an inspiration to me.
Yep.
So, but I don't do what I do the exact same way I did that. Okay. Like now that's biting now.
Yeah.
You now take what I've done and throw you in it.
Exactly.
So it will be different, but you saw my concept. It was like, ooh, hey, I can add this to it.
Yep.
And it tweaks it and makes it different. So that's what it is. I'm inspired by Justine. She's a comedian. I am so inspired by her. She's like my mentor. She doesn't know she's my mentor.
Right.
But in my head, we best friends. But I just love what she's doing, how she's doing it. And it's crazy. I'm mimicking her unbeknown to myself.
Yeah.
Because my plan was to move to Atlanta. She lives in Atlanta and Chicago. She started out here in Chicago and she made her way to Atlanta. Now she's a writer on the Miss Pat show. She just did her first comedy special.
Oh, I did. I knew that name.
She just did her first. Me and her really favor each other in looks. It's so crazy. It's scary, crazy how much we favor each other in looks. And I'm like, she got to be my long lost sister or something, because my mama just said the other day, she was like, I was like, your daughter trying to get to you. My mama had 2 sets of twins, boys and girls. I'm like, your daughter trying to get in contact with you. She said, which one? So Justine might be my sister, because my mama seemed like she dropping little bitty hints to let me know that Justine is my sister. Okay. 1 minute. Shout out to Bruce, the head playgrounder. He said, quick question. Do you always think that nowadays people are becoming more God-fearing than God-loving? What's your take on that? Ooh. Well, I believe fear. Honestly, like, because kids fear their parents. That's what makes them do right. And growing up in church or going to church, they say if you do this, you're going to go to hell. So that's more fear. Where I honestly think people do operate more out of fear of God than a love of God.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and just my upbringing and listening to people and talking to people, I feel like they fear what's going to happen if they don't do this, that, and the third, instead of, God, I know I'm a human and I know I make mistakes and I know you're going to help me correct these mistakes. I love you, God. I'm doing this because I love you, not because I'm scared that you're going to punish me if I do this. So that's why I feel as though it is for me. So Bruce, yeah, that's me. I think people more so operate out of fear instead of love.
I think nowadays it's more God loving. I think from slavery to just a few years ago of our grandparents, everything was, you gotta do this or this is gonna happen. So that's where the God fearing came in. And I think now that people are more educated,
moving out of that,
stepping more out of religion,
I agree with you,
and more into relationships, then it's more God loving.
Yeah,
because the relationship that you have with God is just like the ones that we have with people.
Yes,
God has a love language, we have a love language, and so God is telling you what it is that He wants. He wrote a whole book about it.
Yeah,
this is what I need you to do for you to be in a relationship with me. And the biggest gift He gives us is choice.
Yes.
So you can't fear someone who's telling you this is what I want. Are you gonna follow or not?
Right. You can choose others.
Exactly.
You can do that.
Exactly.
And it's okay with me.
Absolutely.
But what follows
Mhm.
is again your choice.
Yep.
So I want to change my answer, Bruce. I'm gonna say now today people are because I used to operate out of fear because that's what I was being taught.
Exactly.
I was being taught to be scared. I was being taught to be fearful. I was being taught to, oh my God, I just did this. I just promised God I wasn't gonna do it. And I feel like we curse ourselves.
Yes.
We bring upon negative energy and negative things in our life when we speak those things because we just did something because that's what we were taught. I had to move out of fear. Now I'm into loving who my God is and loving myself. Because he created me, he created this vessel, he created my thoughts, he created how I think, how I move, he created all of that. So I'm just in love with myself because we made in the image and the likeness of God.
Yes.
So meaning we look like God and we think like God. We operate like God.
Yes.
So I'm just because also people please get in tune with loving yourself.
Yes,
Because
Lord.
we miss out on being and it comes from a lot of care providers. Mothers, fathers, providers, they lose sight of who they are because they trying to provide and keep everybody happy. But please don't lose sight of yourself because you're gonna blow up. It makes you blow up and just disappear, and not everybody looking for you because you just had too much. Shout out to Bruce again. He said, God, when you call him to fix the situation you created without him, so now I'm tech support for your bad decisions. But do you know what is a good decision? Even God agrees. Smash that like button if you agree enjoying this live. Yeah. Smash like button. Also, don't forget to download the Support District Radio Network to keep us with you all day, as well as the bomb radio personalities. We're about to hop into this field topic really quickly because I just want to know your outlook on this. Okay, so today's field topic is a Freaky Friyaaaa because today is Friday the 13th. If you guys don't know, okay, what do you feel as though you have a better chance at surviving? Insect attack, a large insect attack, or an alien invasion?
First off, I don't like the whole scary thing. So the alien, what kind of insects?
Insects, just large insects, like the insects that is outside, whatever is considered an insect becomes large and in charge.
Oh, so they become bigger.
Yeah,
I'd rather deal with them.
Why?
I'd rather deal with the insects.
Why?
Because at least with the insects, I could possibly ride on the insects. Because I keep thinking of, remember Honey, I Shrunk the
Yes,
Kids?
yes.
Or Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. So I just have that in my mind as far as being able to use them as transportation to get from one place to the next to be able to get somewhere safe.
Girl, we ain't none of us safe. Them ants gonna see us like y'all killed 1 million of our family members.
So I would feel more safe with the large insects than the alien.
Not me. I think I want to try my chance. Cause baby, if I see a little bug, I'm spazzing out. And let's be honest, we can't really see the full details of these little bugs you see crawling around. Large and just like you see, I think God just gonna take my soul right then and there because there's no way. I think I'll deal with the aliens. I think I'm gonna deal with the alien. I think I'm gonna take my chances with the aliens. Hold on, I'm gonna read the comments that people post. I only got 2 posts. Y'all just don't rock with D Wood sometimes. I posted it at the right algorithm hour. Should I have got more than what I got, but it's okay. 1 minute, y'all. The internet is interneting or not interneting. So you stated that you writing another play. What's the name of the new play that you're writing?
I'm just putting down my ideas, but I know that it's going to have to do with relationships.
Okay.
Because I want to stay with the whole concept of Underneath the Hat. Ultimately, my goal is to have a Underneath the Hat production company. So I want to dive more into some other relationships that I have had and basically the lessons and blessings that came from those relationships.
So it's a continuation. It's somewhat of a continuation.
People definitely want a part 2.
Yeah. Because they're gonna want to know where you are now. Where did what happened?
And I definitely can take from those that have seen the play, those that are in the play. I definitely know where I can pick up from the concert scene. I can definitely pick up from where that left off and continue on. So that's definitely an idea as well.
And I'm gonna say I really do like the size of the book. Not to say I get intimidated by bigger books, but you know, sometimes it be a bit much for people. Like, and
I've heard people tell me that they can read it in like a day.
Yes,
it's such a page turner,
and
it's not so big.
136.
So like,
come on now, it's not intimidating at all. So I'm gonna read the 2 comments off of our field topic. Meli Mel, my boss with all the sauce. She said she dealing with the aliens, and I'm with you, boo. Give me the aliens, because they probably got soft spots like us. You know, them insects be having hard cover shells. Bruce Logan, I see you, Bruce. He said, I'll go with the aliens. I know we all going with the aliens. We not, we them insects. You a strong one. You a brave one, baby, to say you gonna go with the insects. Now,
with one.
Now, okay, I got a funny question for you. Okay. Okay, so if I had an OnlyFans, my OnlyFans name would be Meals on Wheels. Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You have to. If you had an OnlyFans, what would your name be?
Peaches and Cream.
Girl, you bet.
Because my nickname is Peaches.
She came up with that too quick. Y'all, let's check and see if she got some stuff going on around. She came with that name too quick. Now, Miss Cherie, what legacy are you trying? What legacy are you leaving? What you working on to leave behind? What do you want people to remember you for?
I want people to remember me for taking the pains that I dealt with and building purpose out of them. I have been blessed to birth a mentoring program for young girls called Young Ladies at All Times. We are 8 years in.
Wow.
I have been able to mentor over 260 girls within Chicago and East St. Louis and the Chicago suburbs. So that is definitely my biggest legacy. And now with these 2 books and this play, I just want to be able to share my story and my testimony and be able to have people leave better than when they came.
Amen. I felt it. So y'all do not want to miss it. We will definitely. Do you have a digital flyer?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Send me the digital flyer so we can continue to promote. Now, underneath the hat, stage play, one night only, Sunday, June 22nd at 2 p.m. Tickets, VIP experience, $40. Meet and greet. First chance at seating. General admission is $30. The ETA, the exact location of the theater is 7558 South Chicago. Girl, you right down the street. Yeah, I want to miss this because I'm definitely about to support to get my ticket because I just need to see this messiness, this spaghetti, because ain't none of this is Clorox, y'all. Ain't none of this Clorox, okay? Where can they find you at, Miss Cherie?
I am on Instagram, Cherie Simmons 10, and also underneath the hat stage play, and then on Facebook, Cherie Simmons underneath the hat, and Young Ladies at All Times for my mentoring program.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're about to get into the swang of things. We're about to hop on the court with these players, y'all, because they is constantly put me on the court, coach, put me on the court. So that's what we about to do. We're about to get into that Smoochie Wallace new joint with Rush. Did I download it? Yep, with No Rush right here on my Radio Chicago. It's more than radio.
Le sexe, je veux dire la...
Slow and smooth, fast, baby. Take it easy.
pour another toast up. Cameraman's out, gotta get the close up. We're about to lock in. Go back to the spot with my kin. Shawty at the bar with a friend. Riding around me drinking. Can't let me right like Sensei. Baby, got me thick like Kim K. So we walked over to the DJ, and she said, I know you're trying to get saved, but yeah, there ain't no rush. No rush in it. No rush. I know the party's real turned up, but DJ, there ain't no rush. No rush in it. No rush. I know the party's real turned up, but DJ, there ain't no rush. No rush. No rush. Can we slow the tempo down, please, DJ? There ain't no rush. No rush in it. No rush. Party's jumping, the mood is right. Hands on her, she can feel the vibe. Drink is pouring, we can take a ride. Slow it down, I'ma take my time. Slow as move as fast. Watch you while you shake that. In a circle, throw it back. Toxic King, you know I'm back. We're about to lock in. Go back to the spot with my kid. Shawty at the bar with her friends. Riding around me drinking. Let me right like Sensei. Thick like Kim K. So we walked over to the DJ, and she said, I know you're trying to get saved, but there ain't no rush. No rush in it. No rush. I know the party's real turned up, but DJ, there ain't no rush. No rush in it. No rush. I know the party's real turned up, but DJ, there ain't no rush. No rush. No rush. Can we slow the tempo down, please, DJ? There ain't no rush. No rush. No rush. DJ, slow it down. Vibe is right. Mood is right. Yeah. Please, for me.
Take a look at my obliques. 88 B with the grind, I DGT, and I hope they never sleep. And widows always bleed. Streets through my blood, and through my blood. Keep your goals with me. Come fight these lows with me. Pop on, take the toes with me. Love when
tick to tock, tick 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 tock, tick to tock, tick 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 tock, tick to tock, tick 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 tock. Game time, game time. Still the MVP of the winning team. It's game time again at the line shooting threes. Got the crowd on their feet like who is he? Trying not to lose my cool and make a scene. Give a thought good that'll make her scream. I never flew her out, but she looked fly with me. The college graduate, Ivy League. I dropped out like yeah, put my heart in the streets. In this rap game, I'm a first round draft pick. It's getting drastic, your measures better match it. I'd rather bury the than to ever bury the hatchet. But for the sake of my image and brand, I'm relaxing. Blowing greenhouse gases, dumping ashes. Pouring champagne glasses, just a habit. We don't do this for the clout, y'all can have it. Take the and make it disappear like magic. Never did it for the clout, y'all can have that. We get the and we put that shit in traffic. We stay ready, never miss a day of practice. Going hard for all the times we ain't had. Game time, game time. Let's rock, let's rock. Game time, game time.
Game time.
Let's rock, let's rock.
It's a great divide, just don't
be mistaken with how you take a side. Cause I can redirect on you and never break a stride. I can still respect if you lose and you never take a dive. I play this game hard, I must never go off what they advise. I play it wise, I peep that shit, then I move back. Move back, yeah, analyze, open the tool shack. I was hoping you do that, I've been scoping your groove hack. I must admit I'm with the star back on the 2-track. They're trying to figure out the ways go. If I make a shot, I'm taking 80 more. If I miss a shot, I'm taking 80 more. Different level of still trending from the day before. Hey, act loud, get it back loud. Yeah, that child about to pass out. That about to crash out. That's wild. You wanna find out what I am? That's how.
Never did it for the clout, y'all can have that. We get the and we put that shit in traffic. We stay ready, never miss a day of practice. Going hard for all the times we ain't had. Game time, game time. Let's rock, let's rock. Game time, game time. Let's rock, let's rock. 23rd.
My nigga Kane Capital, the GOAT, boy. I play on my boy. Get it to him, boy.
It's your boy SP. Yeah.
We make the whole world say.
Get used to it. King Zaya, the protege. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what is his to make it?
They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what it takes to make it?
They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what it takes to make it?
They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what it takes to make it? In the shadows, I was waiting, dreams like fire in my chest. With every step I'm breaking free, the road will see my quest.
Whenever we move, they watching, yeah, they peeping every step. But we trying to make deposits, they just trying to catch their breath.
So I climb through the whispers of the doubt. Every sky tell the tale. Unravel chains that hold me down, now I'm casting my spell.
King Zaya, go get the mail. Other these labels trying to holler lately, talking about a deal, yeah.
The ambition like a rocket, soaring higher than the rest. Every stumble, every fumble, feels the fierce within my jet.
First things first, Zaya, just make sure you get A's on all your tests. Never hold nothing in, make sure you get it off your chest.
Eyes on the horizon where the sunrise meet the night. A heart that's ignited, I'm the spark, yes, I'm the light.
I wake up on a mission, ain't going out without a fight. I'm known to handle my business, plus know how to rock the mic.
Calculated moves, I'm making no more hiding in the grave. With each challenge, I'm evolving, craving, do it my own
They
way.
say I'm on my way, so ain't no turning back. He used to it, here to stay. We turned up to the max.
So watch me rise the protege against the tide. With passion as my compass, meaning can get redefined.
Can't nothing get in the way, long as we keep momentum. Kings, I get a protege, ain't no man in the middle. Cheer!
Yeah, yeah. Long live home.
We make the whole world stay.
Get used to it.
Let's go. They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what it takes to make it?
They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what it takes to make it?
They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what it takes to make it?
They say I'm on my way.
And I'm the protege.
I wake up and go take it.
God, what it takes to make it?
Cheer!
Lil' Mo. What's up?
Playground on my radio Chicago. Let's go.
Yo, 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 what up, world? It's your girl D Woods with all the goods here at Meli P's Playground, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3 p.m. Funny your airways with all this goodness in your social media. We was just playing that, we played a lot of stuff on the court. We played that Spiller and I'm sorry, y'all. We played that Spiller with King Zaya with Protege. Why is this working? We also played a lot of stuff, y'all. I wasn't keeping track. I was in conversation, which I should, with Miss Cherie Simmons. She's still in the building, you guys. And we are still in the building as well. Happy to be here on this Friday, y'all. What are y'all got going on this Friday, this Freaky Friday? Because it's definitely a rainy season. I know I'm going to do some work and I'm going home. What you doing today?
I'm ready to take a nap. Naps are the best thing in the world after a certain age.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a good nap. I love me. My fiance said yesterday, he was like, this was the best off day. I was like, what made it so good? He was like, I was able to take a nap. I was like, really? That made it the best day ever for a nap?
Yes. I need to work naps into everybody's schedule.
Everybody's schedule.
I mean, the kids get naps at school, depending on the grade.
You know
Everybody
what?
needs a good 30-minute nap.
I'm with you and you're right. I'm with you and you're right. And you know what? It makes them act better.
Yes.
If they made like lunches at movies, like at our workstations and stuff like that, we could actually take naps. I think they do that in Japan.
Yes.
In Japan, they have little, like their chairs turn into little beds where they can, take a nap.
Absolutely.
And I was like, that's really is it productive though?
I think it is. Because when I wake up from a nap, I'm able to have a clear mind and then I can get more done. So just giving an extra 30 minutes actually can give you more hours to be able to do more, the energy to be able to do more.
Okay. So sleep is like a drug, so to speak. Sleep is a drug. I like it.
Yes.
I like the drug. Yeah, later on in the show, we're going to do our segment movies on the playground where we tell you what movie and TV shows you should be checking out. That's going to be a great fix. Also, I was digging around in that sickest sandbox, y'all. Okay. Digging around in that sandbox, and Young Miami just gave us a glimpse into her next big move. And it's not just for another song or podcast episode. She shared a text thread revealing that her classes with Harvard, darling, Harvard, yes, the big H, are starting soon. Yes, you read that right. Carissa is hitting the books, and it looks like she's about to school us all, hunty. You know who Young Miami is?
Yes.
What do you think about her going back to Harvard, darling? Harvard.
I think that everyone should do what they need to do to improve themselves.
I agree.
And everybody's path may not look like ours.
Okay.
People may see her as, oh, she's just a rapper or all the other things that she's done in the media. But people are much smarter than you think. Some of the best, most educated people are doing things that we normally wouldn't expect for them to do. Like those same men that stand on those corners, they are the best accountants. The fact that you can sit here and do numbers without paper and pencil, that's mental math.
And they know what's going out and what's coming in. They You
have your best accountant standing on corners.
You just can't trust them.
Well,
that's the part. Because any accountant, they have to have trustworthy. They don't have the trust part. They can keep up with some. They can keep track of the money that they're taking from you. But they're not going to keep track of your money. Now, the article also goes on to state that in a parent text thread shared by Young Miami, the message directed her to reveal your classes with Harvard start Wednesday. Please check your email. Okay. Now, I feel as though this is I don't want to say it's a stunt because again, like you say, you don't want to just judge people off of face value, a type of thing. So I'm gonna just keep my thoughts to myself right now. I normally get a little messy and just throw it out there, but I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself because it's like I don't want to down another melanated sister. That's if she is going to school for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Then hey, because Harvard is not cheap. So if you are willing to pay for Harvard, then you have to be very serious about this. Or I feel like Harvard could have, put something out because they need more people going to their schools. We was talking about that before, how colleges are really not having a lot of people aren't really going to college anymore because we have all the knowledge at our fingertips with our phones and things. We can go research. You have YouTube University, you have TikTok, you have all these places where all you need to do is really sit down and study.
Exactly.
And then if this comes a problem, just be like, okay, how can it's so many ways to figure out what you need to do without spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to do it. So that's my thing with her. It's like, what are you trying to gain here?
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not all about money. Are you really trying to learn for real? Because if that's the case, all she could do is hire a really smart tutor or something. You don't have to go to Harvard. But that's why I'm trying to figure it out. I'm a real nosy and I like to ask the question.
I just hope that is like you said, that it is real. Because I mean, Nick Cannon went back to school.
Yes.
Shaquille O'Neal went back to school and got a degree. So I just hope that whatever her reason for doing it, that she actually uses it for good.
I agree. So I'll shout out to Young Miami. Wait, did she say? She said you can tell she missing that Diddy money. Ooh, toes hanging off her shoes, wig giving, beauty supply, dress giving, 1999 prom. Y'all ain't no. Somebody said following the 2025 BET Awards. That's what they said about her. Yo, petty. Well, if she's a bookworm, she don't care about how she look anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe because it could have been the Diddy thing really opened her eyes to some things. Because let's be honest, like we were speaking about you being a first lady.
Yes.
If it's like being a celebrity, and you will accept a lot of things because of how you're feeling in that moment.
Exactly.
So maybe she was that because that's what Diddy wanted her to be.
Right.
And that's where she saw that opportunity to get the money that she's been wanting. But really deep down inside, she probably does want to get more intelligent, want to know more, and probably take herself away from that type of image.
And I need people to realize that manipulation is some of the worst abuse that you can go through. I was manipulated and controlled by a man for years. And people always correlate abuse with physical. But you have mental and emotional abuse too. And it takes some people longer to get over that than it does physical abuse.
Yeah.
So if the things that are coming out about Diddy are accurate, then that means Young Miami was a victim too. And so some of the decisions that she's making may not make sense to a lot of us who have not been through that type of relationship and abuse and manipulation. But this could be a way of her to remove herself from what people know of her, and so this is her way of stepping into something new and different.
Yeah,
to get away from that story of what people know her as when dealing with Diddy.
I totally agree. Sometimes a change of scenery, and let's be real. A lot of us don't go to college fresh out of high school.
Right.
A lot of us hasn't really gotten that college experience. So I honestly think, in my opinion, people should go to college when it gets like mid-20s. I feel like at that stage you really know what you want. You really know you didn't tried a few things, you did a few things, you didn't shadow, you've been apprentice. You know what I'm saying? I feel like doing that coming out of high school, setting up apprenticeship programs for the students to see if this field is what I really want to do. I feel like that'll be more helpful, more beneficial, and I feel like it's structured better.
Yeah. Because my nephew, he just finished his first year at a school in Arizona, the school that LeBron James' son goes to.
Okay.
And he took a gap year before he went. But he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He just knew he was not mentally ready right after high school. And so being able to have the mindset of I can't do it now, but it is something I want to do. I'm just proud of him for continuing to do it a year after.
Exactly.
Because some people, their gap year turns into decades.
Yes,
and
I agree.
The fact that he knew that this was something he wanted to do, but he pressed forward anyway, based on the timeline he set, it's never too late for you to make a change and do something that you've always wanted to do.
No, honestly, that's me. I didn't receive my high school diploma. I got married my senior year, pregnant my senior year. So that was what stopped me from graduating. And I used to be really resentful of myself and held, just was mad at myself for doing that. But it wasn't until I turned 27. I'm like, you know what? I have made a fake diploma. Y'all, I'm telling all my business. I had created a fake diploma, y'all. And I wanted this job so bad. It was a temp to hire job. And I had my own desk and it was so nice. The bathroom right there was so beautiful. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get hired permanently. Baby, the HR team called me, told me to pack my desk up. Go home. They're gonna give me a call later. Girl, call me later, telling me we did a background check. Girl, you don't have a high school diploma. You gave us fake probably. Girl, so
they killed me doing that stuff after you didn't get
after I didn't get
that should have been something you did before y'all.
Okay, y'all really wanted that help that bad. Y'all hired me and then fired me, but it's okay. I still got my money on. And it also motivated me too, because it's like if I don't want to keep feeling this way and getting, because you don't have your high school diploma. What's stopping you from getting your high school diploma? So I went to Penn Foster because they actually, you do the work and you get a real high school diploma. I did not want a GED. I just didn't want a GED. It just I didn't want that. Like, so I was like, okay, I'm grown. I'm gonna go to Penn Foster. I paid for the classes, $40 a month. They transferred in my old high school transcripts. So only had a few classes to do. So I received my high school diploma at 28. Started college at 30 and had my college degree. We went all year round. So I had I finished school in a year and a half.
Oh wow.
Because I went through summer, fall, spring, everything. We went through it all. Like it wasn't a break. And I received my first degree, my associates in business and technology. Then I got my degree in media. So it's like it's nothing wrong with it, even though I just feel like, having kids right out of high school and getting married, that's just too much.
Like you said earlier, delay doesn't mean denial.
Delay doesn't mean denial, because baby, I'm living my best life now. Like, I'm living my best life, and it's been so many things that's taking place right now for me. I spoke about this. I talked about this. I can remember conversations, me just laying up in the bed, just visualizing and it's all coming to place right now. So I say to you, everybody, please don't give up.
Right.
Don't give up and don't get stuck, because the only way you get stuck is when you stop moving. That's what gets you stuck. You're stuck because you're not moving anywhere. You're not moving. You're not going back. You're not going forward. You're not going. You're just stops. So I say keep it going. Trials and tribulations do come, but it's a test. It's just a test of your will. Because teacher always quiet during the test, right?
Absolutely.
So God gonna be quiet during that test because you were supposed to be paying attention to the signs and symbols that he's been giving, because we always in school. I like school of the hard knocks. We are always in school. We're always learning. But if you think your life is just going to be peaches and cream and beautiful and just it gets messy.
It does.
It gets messy. Hey, my boss with all the sissy sauce, Meli, chiming in saying yes. This interview is going so fabulous, and we got books, Mel. We got books, girl. We got books. We got underneath the hats, baby. Oh, I can't wait. Also, Bruce is chiming in. He said, I do have huge respect for the teachers, as I strongly believe that is the only profession that creates all other professions.
Thank you, Bruce.
Teachers.
Thank you, Bruce.
I never understood why are teachers the most underpaid profession. I'm like, but how do we become teachers? How do we become instructors? How do we become professors? We need teachers and instructors to instruct us on what to do and what to study and how deep to go, how far to go, and really help us find who we are as teachers.
Absolutely.
So I never understood why.
I don't either. When I look at the athletes and the millions of dollars that they make, they couldn't sign the contract without a teacher teaching them how to read and write. When you look at the doctors, they make all this money. They wouldn't be able to do that if someone didn't instill in them all of the skills that they needed to be able to be our doctors. So I have no idea why the education system is the way that it is, or the fact that teachers are some of the least appreciated and least paid of all the professions. But
that's because
hopefully a change is gonna come.
You know, by the grace of God, hopefully a change is gonna come, because I feel like this world just wants to be entertained instead of taught. You
That's
can,
it.
and it is right in our faces. Let's just be honest. It's right there in our faces. You just stated it. These athletes get billions of dollars. Entertainment. These artists, entertainment. These actors, entertainment. Anything that entertains us, we're willing to spend the big bucks for. But for something to sit down and have to learn, which they had to learn how to play basketball. But wait a minute. Coaches do get that money on too, though. So we can't. The coaches are a different type of teacher, true indeed, but coaches do get the money on, because again, they're a part of the circus. Okay, they're a part of the entertainment. They're a part of. And I'm sorry, y'all, not to say all artists and all that stuff is a circus. Not to say that, but however, that's a better way to say it. However, that's what this world likes. That's what this world wants. That's what this world is willing to pay for. What's going to put a smile on my face and make me feel good? So. Maybe we got to do something about that. Bruce chiming in again. He says sleep used to feel like punishment as a kid, but as a grown up, it's absolutely luxurious.
Absolutely. I hated naps as a kid.
Didn't we? We all had FOMO. Yeah, I said we all had FOMO. We all had the fear of missing out. We all had FOMO, you guys, as kids.
And now give me a reason to take a nap.
Okay, because baby, this rain is raining. Please keep up, because I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do my little stuff. Do what I gotta do. I'm going home, eat some good food. See what the scary movies are. What are scary movies? I'll probably go home and watch Sinners. I gotta wait for my fiance to get off her to do that. You know, you can't be cheating on her with the TV.
Yeah, they get mad.
You know, you can't cheat on her with the TV, because it's still cheating. It may not be that cheating, but it's still cheating. Okay. Bruce also chimed in again. He said, "Who wants to drink and drive when you can smoke and fly?" Get your tickets at highlyproductivechicago.com and join Sharice Alone for her Grand Smokechella 2025. You don't want to miss this August 16th. And I'm not Mr. Brucey Bruce, and will not. I will definitely be flying high in the sky at Smokechella. Yes. Hey, beautiful Miss Cherie, my favorite person. I love you, boo. She said Meli Mel presents Kids Shop August 19th, 11 to 3 p.m. Deans and Barbara, White Center, Cutie by Sheree. Okay. Will be a vendor. Okay, got you. Well, let me pull out the flyer, you guys. And I apologize if I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. I'm losing keys and stuff, you know. It be like that sometimes. Where is... Okay. Yes, you guys. So Meli P's first annual Kids Shop. Okay. This is taking place 6600 Broadway, Maryville, Indiana, 64610. Now, if you want to register for the vendors, contact Midwest Ash 708-505-6605. Okay. This is taking place from Jesus. That thing is in the way. I can't see. I know it ends at 3. I'm not sure. It might start at 11 or 12 because I can't see past this. And I don't feel like getting my phone right now. I mean, close it out. No, not that one. Let me do it again. Can you see? Okay. Well, this is taking place. Also, just to let you guys know with this kid shop, I know you guys are going to call, you're going to call Midwest Ash so that she can give you the details on what you can and can't do, but I'm just gonna give you a little brief snippet. No food, no drinks. The kids that are gonna be participating in the kids shop, it has to be some type of like clothing, jewelry, makeup. You know what I'm saying? You can have a makeup stand where the kids can do your makeup on your faces. So there can't be any food or drinks or if you have insurance for your business, with the food and drinks, because of course you don't want anybody getting sick, and then they coming back to the center and all that good stuff. You know, people just sit around waiting to sue somebody.
Right. We don't want no smoke at Melody Peace Playground.
We don't want no smoke on Meli Peace Playground. So yes, you guys. So no food is involved. So help these babies come on, because I'm gonna get with my niece, because I didn't know, because I was talking to Meli. We had a meeting yesterday, and I was letting her know, like, hey, my niece, she has a whole candy store. She's a business owner. She sells her candy and everything, her nachos, all that. It was like, oh, nope, can't do that. So now me and her are going to come up with the idea, like, okay, outside of the candy, what else would you like to do? You know what I mean? Kind of broaden her horizons. You know what I mean? So because I feel like this will be a really, really great opportunity for young kids to know how it is to feel to make their own money. Kids are so stuck on just working, getting a check, instead, you know, working for someone instead of being the maid to being the boss.
Yes.
And I really want to structure at least my family, the ones that come up underneath me, as entrepreneurship as possible. If you want to choose to work a 9 to 5, that's fine, because I still work a 9 to 5. So I'm not doubting it or, you know, against it or anything, but I at least want the first, you know, form of my niece getting money is on her own.
Yeah.
And that's so we gonna come up, Meli. We gonna figure something out, or what she gonna sell. I'm thinking bracelets. I'm really thinking that we may do some really nice bracelets, because I feel like that's it's easy to find little stuff to do it.
Right.
That's really, really creative. The trinkets that we get and the string because I always want to make bracelets myself. Let me say so. I'm gonna live through her.
Ones you had to like crochet kind of
with the strings and you cross. Oh, come on, girl, because she can do a bunch of those as keychains.
Yep. And personalize them.
Okay, we here. Best mom, you know, sayings like that. Superstar, you know. So you okay? We cooking with some grease here. Cooking with some grease. All right, Bruce chimed in. He said, I think teachers are underpaid because they are more about guiding and building the students rather than the paychecks that they get. But the worst part is that employers are taking advantage of that mindset and passion teachers have towards building and educating.
We are about building and educating, but we would like to be able to pay our bills too. So, I would love. I was watching one thing on Facebook, and she said, well, since everyone thinks we're glorified babysitting, let's calculate how much we would really make if we charge the same amount that people charge for babysitting. It was 3 times more what teachers make if we were actually paid as babysitters. So we just have to figure out what's more important. And like you said, every position, anything you do, even sitting here listening to you read off people's comments, a teacher taught you how to read.
Yeah.
Also, so there's nothing we can do in this world that does not, where a teacher has not touched us or taught us in some form of fashion. And we need to be able to give them credit for that.
I agree. Even teachers' assistants.
Yes.
Like they are dealing with your kids on a daily basis, watching them, making sure they're acting right. They're moms and dads.
What do you think about this? I heard somebody say this. They said just like everyone has to do jury duty, it should be a requirement that everyone serves as a substitute teacher.
Or a parent, teacher's aide. Because a sub, don't you need degrees or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I said teacher's aide then, because that's something you don't need a degree for. You can just sign up, ID, that good. So I think everybody should take a seat and help. If you have kids, you have to come in once a week or once a month to help the teacher with the class. Absolutely. I agree with that. I feel like that'll slow down a lot of just continuously having kids or practicing in the wrong manners, and it'll show you what these kids, these teachers really go through. So more people can advocate, because that's all I feel like they really needs is someone really putting their foot down, really advocating for the teachers. Like the marches we did back in the day. If we didn't do the marches and stand on something, we wouldn't be where we are today, you know, with segregation and things of that nature. So I feel as though if more of the parents stepped up and said, hey, this teacher changed my child's life, or changing and do strikes for real, like real strikes, like these kids won't learn a darn thing. I feel like you guys do the strikes, but you never really get the goal in hand. You never really get the main thing that you're
and
looking for.
we don't really strike as often as we should either because we are so concerned about what the kids will be out. So people don't realize that teachers do take on a lot and don't do or fight as hard as we should because we're so concerned about what will the kids be doing while we're doing X, Y, and Z.
Okay. And I agree with that. We're about to do a real quick music break before we get into the movies on the park. We're going to do a little one song. We're going to do a little one song. Then we're going to get into what movies or TV shows you should be watching. We're going to go ahead and do this Ty Renee Work For It right here on my radio Chicago. It's more than radio.
Your feelings gotta be getting strong. Can't wait till you get it in. Are you ready? I'm feeling like I might love. Got to find out if you really got love. I got that itch, sugar, I'm the queen. Got to play this whole day. Gotta play this hand around. But I'm gonna make you work for it. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you gon' get what you working for. Get what you working for. But I'm gonna make you work for it. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you gon' get what you working for. Get what you working for. I see you watching me as I walk by. You see these hips, see these sultry thighs. I see you can't look me in my eye. I know you wanna see a boy, don't lie. Truthfully, I'm feeling like I might blow, but to find out if you really gotta go, don't tell me. I already know this is what you're looking for. I got that ace joker, I'm the queen. I could play this whole day. Gotta play this hand right. But I'm gonna make you work for it. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you gon' get what you working for. Get what you working for. I'm gonna make you work for it. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you gon' get what you working for. Get what you working for. But I'm gonna make you work for it. I'm gonna make you work for it. And you get what you working for. Get what you working for. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you get what you working for. Get what you working for.
Kelly and Caprana. It's never too late to get help. It's never too late. You don't know what it's like to be me. So numb, so cold, I can't feel anything. Easy for you to point the finger at me when you don't have a clue what it's like to be me. I'll catch you if you fall. If it all crumbles to ashes, if you hit a brick wall, just know that accidents happen. It's time to get strong.
time to quit, I'm finished. White flag on the pole, I give up. I did what I could, I'm sick to my stomach. All I wanted was to leave a legacy. When I'm gone, I ain't never been worth shit. Even when I was a kid, nobody ever gave notice. I'm worthless, I can't focus much anymore, and the thoughts turning negative. Cut my wrist just a little bit, I admit. Find myself doing shit that I never did. Friends say I got a chemical imbalance. If I hurt myself again, I gotta have it checked in. Look at yourself, what the heck is happening? Get it together, you better snap out of it. Quit acting so reckless, looking for attention. Look at your arm, you got a damn infection. They don't understand, I've been suffering from depression my whole life. Easy for you to put the finger at me, because you don't understand what my life is like. No energy, don't wanna see, no family, just wanna be left to myself. Need sobriety, my anxiety won't allow me to ask someone for help. Catch you if you fall, if it all crumbles to ashes, if you hit a brick wall, just know that accidents happen, it's time to get strong. Yeah, this that lights, camera, action, don't give up, hope stay on track, and just know this test is we're passing. Don't know what it's like to be me, so numb, so cold, I can't feel anything. Easy for you to point the finger at me when you don't have a clue what it's like to be me. When I wake up, I struggle every morning trying to get out of my bed. Keep the shade shut, not because I need sleep or I gotta catch up on rest. I'm faking, part of me honestly wanna sleep so I don't hurt myself. Got a noose hanging in the basement, waiting, it's a game of life and death. I want help, I need help, I'm ashamed to admit I got a problem. Last time I brought it up to a friend, I didn't see empathy, all I saw was him judging. I don't wanna be a burden, I was hoping I could learn something, maybe get a bit closer. For a worse since I'm nervous, this is a cry for help, man, I'm hurting. Don't know what it's like to be me, so numb, so cold, I can't feel anything. Easy for you to point the finger at me when you don't have a clue what it's like to be me. I'll catch you if you fall, if it all crumbles to ashes, if you hit a brick wall, just know that accidents happen, it's time to get strong. Yeah, this that lights, camera, action, don't give up, hope stay on track, and just know this test is we're passing. Don't know what it's like to be me, so numb, so cold, I can't feel anything. Easy for you to point the finger at me when you don't have a clue what it's like to be me.
Hey, it's your boy, Cypher, Sick, and you are in the mix with Meli P on Meli P's Playground, My Radio Chicago, low end or no end. Now.
Yo, what up, world? It's your girl D Woods with all the goods here with Sharice Simmons. And we are just chopping it up in the bestest of ways. When you get with your spiritual sister, it's just all it's just all fun. But we have found the TV show that we feel as though that you should check it out. It may be something right up your alley. The name of this show is called Tyler Perry's Divorced Sisters. All right. Now I tried to find a clip just to pick the picture for you, but it wouldn't let me download it. But I got one better. We got the trailer. So we're about to check out this trailer and let us know what you think real quick.
It's crazy how life is. One minute, everything is perfect. And then you get married.
A single mom with a kid in college, and after this divorce, I have to stay busy.
You need to stop burying yourself in work and start dating again.
Not everybody can be as happy as you and William.
How are you? Did I do something?
Your divorce was not nearly as bad as Naomi's.
I'm not harassing him.
You already have the money.
So y'all are on his side? I'm gonna find a new lawyer.
Bridget, what's going on?
There's something going on between what she does. Pastor Jeff.
Jeff is busy with the church, and I get put on the back burner a lot.
I don't know what to do to please you.
You make time for everything else but your family. How's Vaughn? Y'all still living together, not married?
Girl,
don't start.
I quit.
That's the 4th job I've helped you get.
I'm gonna figure something out, babe, I promise.
Isn't it late to be going through all this drama?
Something's gotta be done.
Javon?
He came to see me.
I'm divorced now, and I have been missing a certain someone.
This man is just so immature.
No, you can do better.
I don't care
care for me anymore. You don't. You don't.
Ladies, I am ready to get back out there and start dating again.
Everywhere I was with him, he's taking her. Ooh, Lord, this is too much drama for my day. Is this what marriage is?
I cannot lose you.
Don't you touch me.
Need to search the place.
What are you not telling me?
Just be careful. No matter how long it takes.
You were going to get through this. Together.
I need to be free.
Y'all saw it June 10th. That was 3 days ago. Okay. So it is out on BET Plus. They have 2 episodes there already. What's up, Trosh? It's good to see you, my boy. So yes, y'all, check the show out. 2 episodes. It just came out. Tyler Perry. Let's see if it's something we would like. Honestly, I think it was something I'll be interested in. It seems like they give different topics on each individual and they have their own different issues.
And I've seen both episodes and it is very good.
It's like, but I'm like in my era where I'm engaged. I just got engaged. So it's like, do I really want to watch anything about being divorced? Probably.
But you can learn from the mistakes that other people learn.
You know what?
Spark conversation. So
I do.
You all can deal with some things before they even happen.
That's true.
And have a conversation as to how will we handle this. So that way you don't go down the same road that those people did.
I agree. Thank you for giving me that spin on things. Because baby, look, ain't nothing gonna mess up what I get going on. Okay. I can decree and declare.
I wish I had a show like that before I went through what I went through in that book.
Okay. And I'm happy you said it because that really make me motivated. Like, let me watch this. Let me make sure ain't nothing wrong. Okay. But yes, y'all, get underneath the hat. We have a one-night show taking place June 22nd. Okay. We definitely, I wasn't able to download the flyer because the system just acting a little crazy, but I will have the flyer first thing Monday. You guys will see it. Come. $40 VIP, $30. General admissions. It's 1:00 for the VIPs and then 1:30 for everyone else. And then 2:00 the show will be starting.
Absolutely.
And we gonna see this first lady, okay, and what all the mess you've been through. Is there anything else you want to tell the playgrounders before we get up out of here?
I just hope to see all of you on Sunday, June 22nd at 2 p.m. at the ETA Theater. If you grew up in Chicago, you have been to ETA Theater for a field trip with CP Chicago Public Schools.
Okay.
So grab your tickets now and come out and support. You will not be disappointed.
That part. Thank you so much for coming and gracing the stage with us today. I truly appreciated all your great wisdom, your knowledge. I'm definitely, you know what I mean, wanting to be a part of your, at least a mentor for your mentorship program because I want to give back because, you know what I'm saying, I came a long way. I feel like I can give back a little bit, you know what I mean? So she definitely has a lot of things she has going on. She also has another play that she's writing, so she'll probably be looking for new actors and actresses. So we will definitely keep you guys posted. So that's been our time today. We're gonna move on out the way for the other people to come do their show. Okay. Always remember, love God first, drink your water, and just roll with it. Until we meet again for Messy Muddy Monday, y'all. D Woods, and we out. Oh, we're gonna leave you with A Fool by Smooch Wallace right here on my Radio Chicago. It's more than radio.
Yeah. I mean, slow is smooth is fast, baby. Take it easy. Smooch. QIC, we got another one. Left it all on me. Didn't want you to leave. And I ain't too proud to be. So I get down on my knees with temptations on repeat. I'm trying desperately.
It's not me, but you can't see all the ways you're hurting me. Thinking about what we could be, knowing things won't be the same. Turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way, but now you're gone, baby. 'Cause you made a fool of me. And losing me. There's no more way. Now it's you and me. To apologize, you done me wrong. You loved a lie. I looked around, I couldn't believe it. I shed these tears to empty seat. I question if my mind is sane. Trying not to place the blame. My heart is hurting, filled with pain. I thought that we could love again. I asked you to stay and let me deeper. Still I lost you and I couldn't please her. Trying hard to pick up the pieces, but you left when I really need you. Knowing things won't be the same. You turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way, but I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. 'Cause you made a fool of me. You made a fool. It made losing me. There's no more way. Now it's you and memories I can't erase. Feelings that won't go away. Love is lost and gone astray. Just a man, I made mistakes, knowing things won't be the same. Turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way. It's the end, but I'm okay. 'Cause you made a fool of me. And ended up losing me. No more way. Now it's you and